Greetings, this is Ice and Quinn, and today we are looking at really a demo of For Honor. I know the game is out now, and there's been a demo prior to that, but I thought I would let a few people look at it, because I was curious about the game too. Well, if you're watching this, I assume you're interested in the game, because it looks like it has potential, but it also looks like it could just be another one of the arena fighting games. And it turns out it's a little bit of both. It has a story, a very long story that goes over the three basic characters that are in the game, the samurai, the Viking, and the knight, set in an alternate reality, so it's a different fantasy world. I don't know that the stories make that much sense in the campaign. They seem more like tutorials, although the skills in the campaign seem to be mostly different from those in the online play. Now, one thing about the online play, before you say, well, I'm not interested in arena games, is you can play against AIs, unless you're looking for a player-to-player duel. You can do a player-to-AI duel, or you can do 4 players against 4 AIs. So you'll always have someone to play against, so to speak. I think the game's probably mostly designed around the player-to-player experience, but maybe not. The AI experience has been fairly interesting, and there are plenty of people who want to join in the AI experience. So if you like the setting, the combat, very good game, very strong frame rate. I'm playing on the Pro right now, PS4 Pro, and you like the setting, it might be worth picking up and getting a few friends, or just a drop-in game for the AI stuff, which also has an online global social campaign you can be a part of, or you just play the scenarios, or the story campaign, which you can play many times. Although the online, if you don't like playing player versus player, and I'm not very good at player versus player stuff, but if you don't like playing that, then the AI features online still have a multitude of things. It looks like they'll have events. But let's just go through the opening scene as a knight and see if I can get through the tutorial. Try and make the tutorial fast here for you. This is the first chapter for knights. Let's see what happens. I think we're wanted downstairs.
The Blackstones were coming up the east wall.
Might have the game audio too loud, I'm not sure. Now, there's a tutorial outside of this, so I think they just give you brief reminders in here, I think. Okay, so we'll want to be able to lock on to our opponents. We've got 2 of them. You can switch them by letting go of the L2, then slapping back on it. And obviously, you can move to where you want to guard, because there are 3 swing places: top, bottom. Oh, I got rid of him. As you see the shield on front of me, top, left, right. Oh, sorry. Top, left, right. Okay. Oh, I guess we have to do all those in order to get through the tutorial. So, there you go. So you can look where he's swinging, which will be top. You can keep it pushed up there if you want, so you'll be ready for him. Oh, I screwed that up. Now, most of the time, it's a little bit faster. Depending on the character, they will telegraph to you with the little arrow, longer or shorter. And I think if you're playing against a person, you don't want to stand in the mode you're going to attack in. You want to stand in the mode you're not going to attack in, otherwise you telegraph it long ahead of time. Okay, so now we're going to go into attacks, lights, and heavy attacks. Pretty simple. And really is you're just using the other button. And you swing, I say the other button, the right trigger. You want to swing in the direction that they're not guarding. And of course, you both try and guess which way each other's guarding. Sort of a rock, paper, scissors effect. Now this looks like an event here. If I get back to this.
So much of warfare is about walls, gates, hills, doors. Every day, battles are won and lost on the choice of battlefield alone.
The graphics, the frame rate are very good in the game.
Reinforcements were coming. I needed to hold that wall.
I have to hold this wall. This character's voice I know from something. Maybe it's from the sniper game. Well, this guy's really telegraphing. Guess I should swing at him. Well, there's some special attacks as well. You can recoup your stamina by just doing blocking. So each attack takes stamina. I can grab him, do a little block break there. They haven't taught that yet, but you can also throw them. Really, there's more. Well, these guys are going to telegraph me for a long time. So let's get rid of one of the opponents. Since the other's kindly going to wait. Swing, block. There we go. Oh well, hey, we got more guys. Oh, there are guys, I guess. These aren't the colors I picked. So. Okay, we'll make our stand here. Let's throw down the spear so we can heal. Handy. We're playing with a group.
Go, go, go! Defend this fortress! Go!
And of course, the grunts are very easy to kill. Light attacks and heavy attacks, you don't have to worry about locking on with the grunts. L3 will move you forward. And there are feats and skills you can get in the game that will let you basically get bonuses from killing these guys or controlling your own. So you do have some control over the army. You can also mash up combo swings, so you know, light, heavy will, in that case, then if time. Oh, dead guys. Light, heavy will result in a particular animation. Heavy, light. Might have company. Okay, well, let's climb up this ladder then. Our sword very conveniently hangs around us. Now, you don't usually get this lucky to get a swing in before they do. Before your opponents, because most, even the AIs react a little bit quicker, but this is the first tutorial, so. Let's try a swing heavy. That might just work if they like guys. Oh, I'm out of stamina now, so I should go back to blocking just a little bit. Oh. Try that swing. No, we don't have enough. Get rid of those guys. There are things you can destroy in the game. Breakables for extra loot. And I should have been looking for more points to listen to. So the campaign is very replayable. Here's another listen point.
The Iron Legion is made up of many smaller legions. The lion was the symbol of the Regal Legion. They were strong once. Now they have fallen to Blackstone might.
If you look in the lower left-hand corner, I do have my abilities in here since I've played this a little bit. I've unlocked some features. You can set your skills and abilities differently. I think this is where we want to go. One is catapult launch, which is pretty handy.
That is how it is done, you see?
And this is the head knight here. Throw one before I worry about the other. For the non-grunts, it's important to keep locked on.
That catapult's still ready to fire.
action scene here that we actually had to do a cutscene to get to. Perfect physics up until that ending part where it falls off the wall. A little bit over-animated, stiff. If you're not familiar with the whole 60 versus 30 frames per second, the 60 frames per second really helps with the smoothness of combat. You feel more responsive, less jumpy. I mean, there are plenty of other things too. Let's see if we can land on this guy.
No!
Whoop.
Defend me!
That battering ram would end this fight.
Okay. All right. Now with a human, I would suggest developing a pattern to let them try to learn the pattern to throw it off. Well, you can do that with the AIs. There's pouring in here. I have a minor heal on the left, using the left D-pad button. Let the trigger go of him and managed to miss him. Oh, dramatic moment here. Would have been rammed. Heavy. And they have these classes in the game. If you're familiar with fantasy role-playing games, we've pretty much lifted that.
Dominate! Dominate! Show yourself! These warriors don't have to die. Trial by combat. Right now.
What? Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution.
Well, there you go.
Then fight my second.
Oh. You can paint your armor. In the story, you don't get to. At least that I know of yet. Me?
You will
What do you mean,
my
me?
second.
I don't even know who you are, dude.
All right, then. If I refused, there would be a slaughter.
I shall not refuse then. Hopefully I'll win. He's very energetic. So I'm going to try and let his stamina go down. He got a hit on me there. It doesn't look like it's going down much, does it? Yeah, I'm going to have to swing at some point. Oh, didn't see that one coming, did I?
He was a warden too. Or had been.
Try some blocking now. Let him wear down a little bit. Grab him. Nah.
He's good. I needed to win. Not for W.
Not giving him much of a chance to block, but there goes my stamina. Got him. Let's execute him. Anyone else?
We were still at their mercy.
Yeah, so much for that.
It will not do for a knight of the Blackstone Legion to be defeated by a common mercenary.
Then train your guys better. Coward, come on. You do get to improve your weapon, your armor, everything you have in the game. You can get different components, or you can salvage it and get steel, which is a whole thing in itself. Probably cover in the next episode. Steel is a currency you can use, particularly for online, to improve your equipment, your status, get new icons.
For valor in battle, for honor and service, I, Holden Cross, raise you.
I think we're supposed to believe we're going to be executed there, but
the Blackstone Legion.
I knew better. Each faction has 4 classes.
Finished here.
This is the easiest. Each one has an easy one. That's the first one. This is the easiest medium play style because he's sort of flexible, doesn't rely on particular weapon too much or shield.
Was how I joined the Blackstone Legion.
Yeah, that's how I joined it. So that's the first part of the first chapter. Thanks for watching. My whole goal was to let you get a look at it, and I'll probably do another video with some online play so you can get an idea as well. Do I think it's worth it? That comes down to how much will you enjoy the experience, the graphics. The story, I can tell you without having played the whole thing, it's not going to be that good because it's sort of disjointed already. But I think as far as action goes, it's a very fulfilling game as far as action play. It's not too hard to do the hand-to-hand combat. Maybe against players it is. I actually haven't tried against a human player. But I think you can easily adapt to it, since it's pretty much just moving the stick. You can do special combos, but you don't have to. What I found very easy with the eyes is grab them, just throw them off the bridge, and they're dead, and you win. You could probably do that. People stay away from ledges in that case. But if you're unsure, I'd say wait till it goes on sale. I suspect it's going to, sadly, because it's another arena game, and I don't think they realize that a lot of people want to enjoy the arena experience without having to be an excellent Twitch sort of player. When I don't mean the video channel, a streaming service, I mean very quick, responsive, checking the screen, moving your fingers the right way. You pretty much have to play the game continuously if you're going to be one of those players. I'm not sure this game requires that. It might be worth checking out if you enjoy playing against the AIs and enjoy the action, the pacing of the game, and something with a little bit of energy, very similar to I say Let It Die, that you can see here on my channel also. Then I think it's worth it. The graphics are fantastic, and the speed, reaction, everything's very good, and I think the concept's very good. So it's something to keep an eye on. If you're looking or hungering for a game that has some very good combat without having to be fantastic, say, or being put through the grind mill of like a Dark Souls experience or Bloodborne, then this is probably for you. It is not overwhelming. It flows very well, very easy to learn. It's pretty much just hitting a button for attack and one for not hitting one for defend. There's tumbling, rolling, things like that, but didn't overwhelm me with the first video. Overall, I think it's worth a shot if you don't have another game in mind. That's the thing. There's a lot of games coming out in the next month, so if you don't have this in mind, you have some extra cash, you're interested in it, or you're going to do a trade-in deal, get some money, and pick up a game. I'd say this is worth your time and effort. Overall, it's very good. I have not seen anything that breaks it or makes you say, well, it's a bad game. The only hindrance, if you're not a PvP player, would be that at least half of it's dedicated to PvP. That can be countered by the AI features. You might not get the complex PvP difficulty, but you can always jump into PvP. It might be better than you think. there's some niches, and there's plenty of classes, and I suspect there'll be plenty more characters coming out that you might just find something that clicks with you. So, either way, thanks for watching Zeiss and Quinn. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Follow the channel if you like. You can catch me on Twitter as Quinn Eisen. And as always, remember to have a good day.